When the chair vanished beneath me, it wasn't just my body that hit the floor, it was my pride. My back smacked against the marble, and before I could catch my breath, his laughter filled the hall. Ethan, my sister's fiancé, was bent over, laughing so hard tears ran down his cheeks. "Guess that's where you fit best, huh?" he said, brushing his spotless suit as the guests exchanged uneasy chuckles. My sister's face drained of color, her smile frozen somewhere between apology and disbelief. Ethan, though, looked smug, basking in the attention like it was applause. Then I caught his father's gaze, calm, unreadable. He didn't look disgusted or sympathetic, just observant. I straightened up, my voice steady when I said, "Sir?" He nodded once. That was it. But in that small gesture, I knew something had shifted. That moment, humiliation curdled into resolve. I met Ethan 3 years before, back when he first started seeing my sister, Emily. He had that polished charm that made people forget to look deeper, the kind that masks rot beneath a smile. He loved talking about business, leadership, money, and always managed to circle back to how much better he was than me. Emily adored him, said he reminded her of Dad. That was the first red flag. Dad had the same confidence, the same ability to make cruelty look like charisma. From day one, Ethan called me little bro, even though I was older. At first, I laughed it off, but the jabs came more often. Jokes about my job, my car, my clothes, always followed by just kidding. Emily would laugh too, because that's what love can do. It blinds you to the disrespect wrapped in charm. The engagement party was a stage. Everything about it screamed money. Chandeliers, champagne fountains, a ballroom dress in gold. He made it clear, no speeches without his approval. I stayed quiet, played the polite brother, clapped when he bragged. And when that chair disappeared, when he got the reaction he wanted, I realized he didn't want laughter. He wanted control, to prove he could humiliate me and still make everyone cheer. But what he didn't understand was that he'd just given me everything I needed. I didn't fight back that night, didn't yell, didn't storm off. I simply stood up, dusted off my jacket, and sat in another chair like nothing happened. That's when I noticed his father again, Richard, watching, silent, the kind of man who didn't tolerate immaturity. I'd already done my research. Ethan's entire image, his business ventures, even the engagement, all depended on his father's approval. And now Richard had seen who his son really was. A week later, I started my quiet work. I didn't lie, didn't forge anything. I simply let the truth breathe. I made sure Richard's assistant accidentally heard about a rumor, Ethan funneling company funds into his personal account. Then I forwarded an email chain between Ethan and a contractor, showing inflated invoices. All real, just conveniently revealed. Finally, I visited Richard myself. Said I just wanted to clear the air. He welcomed me into his office. Dark wood, expensive silence. He poured 2 glasses of whiskey. I told him what Ethan had been saying. His plans to push his father into retirement. How he bragged about taking over. How he thought he could do it all better. Richard never interrupted. Just listened. When I stood to leave, he shook my hand, firm and cold. "Thank you for your honesty," he said. 2 weeks later, the wedding was quietly postponed. No press, no explanations. Emily came to my place in tears, saying Ethan had been caught moving company funds. Richard had cut him off completely. No inheritance, no business, no future in the family name. Ethan had sold his car, his condo, everything that screamed success. I hugged my sister, told her I was sorry. I didn't smile, but inside, something uncoiled. I could finally breathe. Last night, I saw him again at a gas station of all places. He looked smaller, tired, wearing cheap clothes instead of tailored arrogance. His eyes met mine and froze. I walked past him, grabbed my coffee, and on the way out, I said softly, "That's where you belong, bro." He didn't laugh, didn't move, just stood there, surrounded by silence and the ghosts of everything he'd lost. People think revenge is fireworks, loud, violent, dramatic. But real revenge is quiet. It's patience. It's a single sentence whispered in the wreckage. That night, he took my chair and made the world watch me fall. Now, he's the one left standing without a seat. And I never had to push him, only let him trip over his own pride.